Sagittarius. 6 cards for the sign of Sagittarius. What's happening in regards to love? Okay, you've had a card fall out and we have the Hermit, followed by the Four of Wands, the the King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. This is powerful. The Fool. And last card, the Two of Cups. Okay, some of you are definitely, the Star card sits in the middle here. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, the Four of Wands. Some of you are finding or entering, finding someone and entering a relationship that will evolve very, very beautiful over the course of the month. I feel like the two of you could be in a very strong commitment. The Wheel of Fortune with the Star card. Let's just look at this. It's new cycles, new beginnings with the Fool card. For some of you, it's possibly with a Virgo. You do have an Aries or a Leo here. Strong fire energy, or someone who's heavily dominated by those elements of Virgo, which is earth energy, Aries, and Leo, which is fire energy. So someone that mirrors you in a lot of ways here, Sagittarius. I'm so excited for you just reading this. Stark contrast. To go from the Hermit to the Four of Wands, the Hermit is a single autonomous figure. And to go to the Four of Wands, you are meeting someone that is marriage potential. In particular, it's all about that long-lasting connection, which will be in your future for quite some time. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of Sagittarius out there who are meeting their future partner, their future fiance, their future love partner, their future long-term civil partnership person, or de facto or stepfather figure to their children, or stepmother figure to their children. A blending of families takes place with the Four of Wands and the Judgment card, especially those that are married or have been coupled up. I feel as though you're finding love. You're finding love and commitment with this person again, possibly renewing your vows or having some sort of celebration, anniversary to commemorate a union here. This is very powerful. For some of you, you're meeting someone married or has previously been married. They've done the marriage thing, they've done the kids thing, and you're finding adventure to this person. You're going to come in and change their life here, Sagittarius. You're bringing the Fool energy with you. This is adventurism, escapism, honesty, truthfulness, happiness, bliss. This is you bringing such a beautiful energy to them. It's quite an honest energy, and I feel like you're going to be uncovering their adventurous and free-spirited side. I feel like you're evoking this from them. I feel like you're bringing this to someone. You're bringing a wonderful new cycle to someone and within yourself at the same time. You're going to be very happy with the way things progress in a love situation here. But look, the Hermit can be seen as an autonomous figure. For some of you, if you have been single for quite some time or you've been divorced, I feel as though there's marriage behind you here. You're not seeing it yet. There's opportunities of love or to enter into some sort of collaboration or union based on love and based on a very strong connection here, but you're not seeing yet. For some of you, you need to do a bit of soul searching. The travel, the family, the friends, the healing could make this happen. So for some of you that need to heal or reconcile with people you've fallen out with, fallen apart with, have grown distant to, this is going to help you, bring you to an auspicious cycle. Certain events, places, functions, and opportunities, social opportunities or social functions will bring love, is what I'm seeing, especially with the Fire King. King of Wands is sitting here. So whether you're a male or a female watching this, it is someone that's heavily dominated by fire. The two of you will have a lot of desire and spirituality that will draw the two of you together, and a lot of physical attraction and sexual chemistry that will bind the two of you together. Things will evolve very quickly with this person, is what I'm seeing. For those that are coupled up, I feel as though you're taking a new approach to a relationship here. I'm not sure what's changing here. If this is you, Sagittarius, if there's healing that's taken place within yourself or for this person, but something will change within your relationship here with your spouse, your lover, maybe an ex, whoever you've been dealing with here. Karmic things come your way, and suddenly they add a new shift to the relationship. Suddenly things are moving at a different speed. The King of Wands can throw anything. It is quite resilient and is quite quick-witted and really accepts any opportunity that makes its way to him or her. So this sort of energy shows that a new cycle, there's newness in this relationship. Something is changing. There's a shift. Maybe this is an outpour of emotion. Maybe this is an emotional release of some kind. But I feel like there's a pivotal turning point that's taking place in your relationships or in the status of singledom or status of being coupled that's taking place, and it's going to stay around for the better. It's going to stick around for the better with the promise of longevity or the promise of change to the future. So I feel like the relationship you're currently involved in is changing, and it no longer will be what it was in the past. There's definitely a lot of changes associated in regards to love. You know, the newness. The Ace brings the new. The 8 brings elevation, enlightenment, and anticipation, and increase in energy, and increase in emotion, and increase in love and affection, and hope and magic for the future in your relationships here. Because the Fool, some of you are going traveling with a loved one or meeting someone on travels. Again, it's a destined meet. I don't know for some of you if it's an online meeting or an online relationship you've had with someone and you're taking the time to meet them. This is a face-to-face union, and some of you will actually end up with this person in a very serious long-term relationship. It could be someone you've traveled with. You know, the Fool is a bit of a nomad, so I'm not sure if this person is quite free-spirited, a little bit hippie-like, quite adventurous, much like yourself here, Sagittarius, or you're actually eloping with them. But this can speak of engagements. Some of you are being proposed to this month. You've been waiting for it. Anticipated energy with the 8 of Wands. You've been waiting for this. The 8 of Wands can signify, the 2 of Cups can signify an engagement, a union. And then you've got the marriage card with the 4 of Wands. For those that are married, you're entering a particularly beautiful, auspicious period with your partner, your loved one, your wife, your husband. Beautiful energy here. You're going to come back. There's resilience. You're going to come back bigger and better and stronger than ever. A lot more increased intimacy and affection. And whatever that is for you, sex, passion, caressing each other, just being in each other's company, just being close to each other again, and just having some sort of element of affection here is coming through very strongly. Beautiful energy with the Star, the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful new cycles of healing, of intimacy will come about. And not just for this month, as I said, beyond. Absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look and see what comes up for your career, business, and creative pursuits. Okay, the Sun card. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, some of you are definitely in the spotlight. I feel like someone's going to be very proud. I'm not sure if you're learning something new and you'll accomplish some sort of learning curve or probation period, but the Sun card is this element of development and growth and learning. But the sun is shining on you here, so this is an element where you shine or you come to prominence, because the sun is all-knowing, it's all-giving, and it's all-creating. So I feel like you're in a very creative period. If you have your own business, if you have your own creative pursuit, you're coming in with a lot of ideas here. There's also development happening around you. For some, there's a training opportunity or an online business course or learning skills that will help you in your future. You will be doing this sometime this month. It may be overseas, it may be online. You may have to commute to attend this travel course. This course of some kind. It could be involved in tourism, travel, work, legalities, media, production, fitness, medicine, health, finance, whatever it is that you're involved in. I see it's a course of learning. But it's closely aligned with your passions here. The Page of Wands represents passion. He's also a messenger or traveler. I feel like some of you are receiving some sort of news here, but I see that you're going to be a little bit conflicted with the news you receive in regards to work. Now, I'm wondering if there's an ending or something a little bit fishy going on in this corner here. The 10 of Swords can be a betrayal. The 7 of Swords can also be deceit or dishonesty, possibly coming from an air sign here, because I see the air sign is a little bit unsure how to move forward. There could be an air sign around you that needs healing or reconciliation in a work sense. It could be a boss. Gemini, Libra in particular, you do have Aquarius here. I'm not sure if this is a boss some of you are dealing with. It doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign, but it can be someone that's quite heavily involved in analytics, communication, correspondence, or is quite charming, quite knowledgeable, and very good with their words. So this person, I feel like, is going through a bit of a tricky situation at work and may need to heal in some regard. So I'm not sure if this person is coming in with judgments. Maybe these judgments are a little bit blunt. Maybe they're a little bit harsh here. For some of you, I feel like there could be news coming from this person or communication coming from this person that will impact your long-term future here. Now, for some of you, the 10 of Swords can indicate an ending of sorts, and a backstab or a betrayal, or you finally finding out, this is the illumination I was talking about, you finally finding out what the job is actually like, how the company actually works, your true intentions of your boss, your colleagues, or your superiors, and as a result, it could very well see you moving into something different here, a different job, a different location, because I feel like with the judgment, karmic opportunities are promising of movement elsewhere and away from where you are currently. So definitely new opportunities will make themselves known to you. Because I feel like for some of you it's been a long time coming. The Knight of Pentacles is here. So for some you do have an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, particularly if you are working with estates, finances, material wealth or possessions. I feel as though there's a new opportunity that's coming to you. But for some reason I feel like it's associated with distant lands here. So I'm not sure if you'll physically be relocating towns, villages, districts, provinces, cities, or even countries to grasp this opportunity. Be careful with finances as well. I'm seeing finances here. They are sitting near the Strength card here, and they are sitting near the Future card with the Three of Wands. I'm wondering if somehow you're in your finances. There's a bit of upheaval with finances here, Sagittarius, for some of you. It could be theft. It could be that you're entitled to some sort of dividends and then it actually falls through. Someone doesn't commit to their word and then you sort of feel like you've gotten the short end of the stick here, Sag. Because I see the Knight of Pentacles is moving towards these cards here. It's something you've been entitled to, so an incentive, a bonus, a workers' compensation case. The Ten of Swords person is injured here. So for some of you, if this is in regards to this, you need to be careful with your finances here. Eventually things will reconcile themselves because healing happens, yes, but I am seeing it can be a little bit deceitful or someone might be dishonest. I feel like someone is tiptoeing around a certain situation in regards to an opportunity or a work thing or or money. Sorry, not funny, money. And as a result, things might be moving very slowly. The Knight of Pentacles brings a very slow energy, so there's slow developments. Eventually, you'll have to face the music. Someone will admit to their wrongdoings or admit to the money that you're entitled to receiving. And eventually, there'll be an outpour of information. However, I do believe you need to go through some somewhat challenging times for you to get this financial opportunity for some of you. For others, I feel like there's someone making judgments about you. I think there's someone making positive judgments, but I also think someone is jealous, they're envious, they keep looking back to your success here, Sagittarius. They keep looking, like they're comparing themselves to you. This is you as the Page of Wands and you're coming up as someone very passionate, someone very opportunistic, you're an idealist here. But then there's someone else, it could be the air sign, there's someone else that's looking back to you that can't move forward or can't move forward with their strengths and their abilities and their talents because they're too busy concentrating on you. So I feel like there will be some sort of judgments here, maybe in the form of gossip, yes. Maybe it will change how you think about this business and will want to change your position within this business, possibly. But the children here symbolizes you learning about things, learning about people's true intentions, learning about how the business really works, learning about if there is a future for yourself in the business or not, if there's growth, if there's a place for you somewhere within this organization. And it might be still early stages, but there's definitely, it's a very definite telling month for you. But look, I will leave it at that, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've got a lovely month ahead.